Good everybody, I am THEODORE TEI from the Young Valuers. So this is the time of the year that everybody, especially the working class people, has been waiting for. Christmas, holidays, long breaks. So we have so much time now to go out to the market and to search for the properties that we are after. But like any other goods on the market, we have to do a thorough search, and then we have to pick out the right type of the property that we want. So we at the Young Valuers here, we are just reaching out to you now to help you with some tips on how to go about selecting your properties, on how to go about doing your inspections of the properties that will help you to choose the right kind of property that will suit your budget, your family, and most importantly, will suit your income. Especially for those people who are aftering bank loans to help purchase the properties. As you can see right now, we have a lot of Facebook groups and pages on the Facebook, especially. They're selling properties, all kinds of properties. They're putting it up for sale on the Facebook and stuff. So our advice to you would be, first of all, if you see a property on the market, especially on the Facebook, you must get the contacts and make contact first. If you're successful in making contacts with the people who are selling the properties, try as much as possible if you can get in touch with the landlord. If you can, that's good. Arrange time for inspection. Second advice is, never ever go by what you see on the photos, especially on the Facebook and even on the newspapers. And never ever go by the prices that you've seen on these adverts. You must and always go for a physical inspection by yourself, because you're not purchasing this property with, say, 10 kin or 20 kin or something. No, you're purchasing these properties with hundreds of thousands, and you have to make sure that what you get must worth your money. Another advice that we would give is, you must be very careful with the agents. Most of the agents, they are very genuine agents. They work for the commission, and it's very genuine. We can pay their commissions. They normally head in the commissions in the price of the properties that they sell, which is genuine. But some, they're not genuine. They can go as far as beyond the realistic market value of the property. So how to avoid these kind of mistakes will help you to go through this. So these are the basic tips we want to give you now on how to do your property inspection, what to look out for in the property inspection, what you should be asking for, especially when you are after a property. When you've successfully arranged time for inspection with the landlords and the agents, whoever that sells the property, when you are out on the inspection, the first thing you should ask for a property, especially if you are buying the property with bank loans, you should ask for a copy of the state lease title. This is very important. Ask for the copy of the state lease title. You have to see a copy. If not, if you are on site with the landlord, just ask him to have a glance of the original title. This will help you to avoid fraud. These days there's so many frauds in land grabbing. People are even going to the lands department and they're stealing land. So to avoid you into such situations, just ask for a copy of the title, or better, just ask for the original copy of the title. You see the title yourself. This will give you confidence to start on with your transaction of the property. Okay, secondly, if you've identified a property that you really like, that property, and then if you have seen the original title, my best advice to you would be, do a title search before you go about engaging the landlord and whoever that sells the property in the transaction of the property. Do a title search at the lands department to really confirm that that person is the legitimate landlord of the property. Okay, thirdly, when you are doing your assessment, the most important thing, you must assess the locality of the property. You assess where the property is located. Is it located in a very developed area? Is it located in a place close to those shanty towns, those squatters? Because if it is located in a place close to the squatters, definitely it will adversely affect the value of the property. If it is in a developed area, fair enough. You will ever expect a very good value of the property. Secondly, assess the accessibility of the property. Assess the roads, the road connections, the streets. Are they in a good condition? Are they in a disrepaired state as at the date of inspection? Assess the accessibility, the conditions of the road, basically. Because the conditions of the road as well affects the value of the property, whether adversely or positively. It depends on the conditions of the road. Thirdly, you assess the proximity of the property to the amenities. So amenities refers to places such as bus stops, hospitals, schools, shopping centers, gym, sporting facilities, fields, churches. These are basically what we refer to as amenities. Assess the accessibility or the proximity of the amenities to the property. The closer the property is to these amenities, you're expecting a very good value of the property. Okay, the sixth thing on our list that we would like you to take into consideration when you are doing your inspections for the property, you have to assess the security of the property. Assess the fencing, the perimeter fencing, the grill bars on the windows, the grill doors to the doors. You have to assess this. These are basically referred to as the security mechanisms of the property. You have to assess it. Because if you have a very good security mechanisms to the property, like the perimeter fencing, the grill bars on the windows and doors and stuff like that, definitely you have a positive impact on the value of the property. Okay, the seventh thing on the list that we'd like you to assess when you're doing your property inspection is to assess the reticulated services to the property. When we say reticulated services to the property, this refers basically to the power, electricity, and the water supply. Just basically assess the power and the water supply, the drainage, the septics. See if the property is connected to the main sewer lines to the city or the township, or if it is the sewage is treated separately in a septic. See if the water connections is good. You have a good water meter and meter box to the electricity and stuff like that. You have to assess. Number 8 thing on the list is you have to assess the building, the age of the building. Very importantly, if you are doing an inspection of a property that has a building on it, assess the age of the building. Because you are going to purchase the property, ask the owner of the property when the building was constructed. So this leads us to the 9th thing on the list that we would like to discuss with you is when you ask the owner as to when the building was constructed, this will give you a clear idea of what you call the economic age of the building. Most residential buildings that we've seen, those standard 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom houses, residential properties that we see that the value ranges from between 200,000 to 500,000. These structures, they have an economic lifespan of up to 70 years. If you look after it very carefully, very well, then it can exceed that, but basically it is 70 years. And if you're looking at a building, then you can tell just from the outlook of the building, the outward look of the building, you can tell how the building looks like. People can say like this building was built like 10 years ago, but upon inspection it might look as if it has been built some 30 or 40 years ago. So this now is referred to as the effective age of the building. So you get the economic age of the building, and then you see the physical presentation, outward presentation of the property. This will give you a fair idea of the effective age of the building. So this will put you in a better position to work out the rate at which the building has been depreciated. So now this will give you a clear idea about basically the value of the building, especially those who are going to the bank. Because the people at the bank, they don't look at the market value of the property. They assess the insurance value of the property. So the insurance value of the property is basically the depreciated value of the property. Okay, the 10th thing on a listing that we would like to discuss with you, if you are doing inspection of a property, you basically assess the materials that have been used in the construction. Now we have all kinds of materials available on the market. So you assess the materials that are used in the property. Some people can charge you big amount of money on a property that has been recently built, especially a building, and they can charge you a very big amount of money. But the materials they used, some of the materials are already condemned in the building industry. One classical example is the fiber asbestos. Fiber asbestos has been banned in the building industry, but in Papua New Guinea now, we have a lot of people building using the fiber asbestos, and then they're charging very high prices to the buyers. You have to be sure of this. You have to know these kind of things. Because the fiber asbestos, materials like the fiber asbestos that have been banned in the building industry, when people use this in the construction, these buildings, these materials, they adversely affect the value of the buildings. But you, without knowing, you might accept the value that they give you. So, the next thing, the 11th thing that you should consider is the layout and the design of the building. The design of the building is very, very important. The design of the building can tell whether a building can stay that long or a building can have a very shorter life expectancy, economic life. So you have to assess the layout of the building, the design of the building. For example, if they have bedrooms there, kitchen over there, shower room and bathroom over there, this kind of design, they're not good designs. Because you have to put everything to do with water on the other side of one side of the building. Everything that has nothing to do with water on the other side of the building. This, in the long run, in the management wise of the property, it will cost you less. Because if you see, a building that has a design where people just carried around all throughout the building, the things that has to do with water, kitchen over there, toilet over there, shower room over there, in the long run, it will be a nightmare for you to maintain the building. So you have to assess the design and the layout of the building. It's very, very important. That is why you must pay close attention. Don't just buy things as you've seen on the photos on Facebook and newspapers and stuff like that. Okay, if you are doing an inspection of a property that is currently on rental, you as a purchaser, you have the right to ask for the monthly rental that they've been charging at the moment. And if they've been renting it out, then you ask for a proof. Ask for the signed lease agreement, or maybe an invoice, together with an invoice. This will give you a proof, so that now you already know how much you can make, the income of the property. That is why, very importantly, if you are very serious in buying a property, my best advice to you would be, if you think you cannot do this by yourself, then my best advice to you would be for you to engage a valuer, a professional person. Seek for a professional opinion on the properties that you are after. Seek for a valuer, a practicing valuer, a valuer that has been doing valuations and that is informed of the current market trend of the property. This will help you in the long run. They won't charge you big money. They will charge you 1,000, 2,000. That's not big money compared to the money you're going to spend in purchasing the property. And if you don't make a wise decision, it will cost you that money. But you spend this 1,000 or 2,000, it will help you in the long run. It goes an extra mile. So after that, you get a value, get a professional opinion. Then you're in a better position to select the kind of property that you want to select. And then you're ready to go to a mortgage broker or a bank. So you can go direct to a bank, or you can go to a mortgage broker. The mortgage brokers, they know the best, the bank with the best rates which they can offer you. Okay, that's about that. We have to present you guys as a Christmas present, especially to those people who are house hunting right now on the market. So if you need our help, we are available at the Young Valuers. You can see our contacts are shown on the screen right now, the phone numbers and the email address. You can reach out to us either on the phone or on the email. We'll be more than happy to assist you in identifying the right kind of property that will suit your budget, your income, and most of all will make you happy and your family happy. So bottom line is, you must feel the worth of your money. So yes, we have our Facebook page, the Young Valuers, and we also have our LinkedIn page, the Young Valuers. So if you're on LinkedIn, please kindly follow us on the LinkedIn and share our contents to help your brothers and sisters. Likewise to our page on the Facebook. So yeah, if you find this video helpful, please kindly like, comment, let us know about your thoughts, and yes, please share this video to help your fellow brothers and sisters who are also after in property, house hunting on the Facebook or on the internet, newspaper, whatever medium they're after. So thank you very much, and we wish you all a very happy Merry Christmas and a prosperous property New Year 2022. I am THEODORE Tei from Young Valuers.